Isingio North constituency is located in Isingio district in southwestern Uganda. The district is bordered by Rakai district to the east, Kiruhura district to the north, Mbarara district to the northwest, Ntungamo to the west, and Tanzania to the south. Isingio North lies along the main route that connects Mbarara town and other districts in the region to Tanzania via Kikagati. It has a population of 110,000, of whom 52,674 are registered to vote. The administrative units in the constituency are Birere Sub-County, Kabingo Sub-County, Masha Sub-County, Isingio Town Council, and Kaberevere Town Council. 3 candidates are tussling it out to represent this constituency in the 9th Parliament, and they are Lieutenant Colonel Rwamirama, the NRM flag bearer. A Minister of State for Animal Husbandry, Rwamirama is one of the longest-serving MPs currently in Uganda and has been in Parliament since 1996. His challengers include Dr. Posiano Mujenyi, who lost to him during the NRM primaries and is now contesting as an independent. The 3rd candidate is Alex Mukuye Jordan, the youngest of all and running on the DP ticket. The major economic activities in Isingio North is livestock farming and farming of food crops such as matoke, sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, beans, maize and cassava. Isingio district is highly populated and is an NRM stronghold. However, it has daunting problems despite its solid support for the ruling NRM party. Besides this are the long dry spells that the area faces. This means that both people and livestock have to do with very little water during the dry months. Lack of water is the chief complaint of the electorate here, although the rivers Kagera and Rizi are nearby. The main issue is why water has never been extended to the area, although it's the main agricultural hub supplying foodstuffs to Mbarara and Kikagati.
And that means our water situation is so bad that the wells frequently dry up, and to make it worse, even when you have money, there's no water to buy.
In my land, I have a dam where people fetch water, but even they cannot facilitate the money to service that dam.
The main source of water is rain during the wet season, and wells and valley dams which have to be shared with livestock. This is Nyarungo Valley Dam, constructed in 1999 to serve the livestock farmers in Masha Sub-County, found in the rain shadow part of this constituency. But it seems this project was neglected soon after, and to note, it cost more than 500 million shillings. But many of the dams are clogged with weed and are in dire need of repair due to silting. As a result, the water is not of good quality, and this forces many to walk as many as 5 kilometers in search of clean water sources. The aspiring candidates are well aware of this.
Once water is available, even in this tap water, we recommend people that they boil it. And in any case, much of the villages where there are swamps, people have lived on this water for a long time, as long as you observe hygiene.
If we focus on some in hilly areas like Katembe, Kagarama, we can get projects which can do rainwater harvest to build water tanks on people's homes.
In the next financial year, we are planning to do cost sharing on water provision at household level, where government may contribute around 50% of the cost of a tank of reservoir, and the household pay 50%.
There is money that has been coming from central government, except that our leaders have not been utilizing it. I'll make sure that I go down to those councillors, to those chairmen, LC5, and I make sure that they really use that money to bring water to people of Isingio.
Although nearly 90% of the population live on agriculture and depend on it for self-sustenance, access to markets is a bottleneck. Isingio has fertile loam soils which are good for matoke and other foods. But the bad roads mean access to markets where this abundant food can be sold is not readily possible. It is even worse during the rain season due to the roads turning slippery and impassable. But incumbent MP Rwamirama argues that the situation is much better than when he found it more than 10 years ago.
We won the agriculture show for the last 2 consecutive years. We are still the holders.
The Mbara-Chikagat Road, it is going to be my agenda #1, to advocate for its tarmacking, because the money is already there. The road was earmarked, the money was budgeted for, it was passed. It is only the procedures which have actually not been worked out.
That is a loose stock. The job was given to China Construction, Communication and Construction Company. Somebody, a company from Yemen, petitioned. So there was delayed work because of that petition.
His rivals, however, think more still needs to be done, besides building good roads to access the markets.
But I also intend to organize farmers in some kind of cooperative societies or some groups. The purpose of these groups is to increase their bargaining power.
After making the Isingio road, I hope our products will fetch higher prices.
Isingio North is made up of 25 parishes, but 20 of them do not have health centers. Yes. And where they exist, drugs are not enough to meet the high demand from patients who mainly suffer from malaria. This is perhaps due to the government freeze on creating more health center 3s and 4s in order to upgrade the existing ones. Candidate Dr. Posiano proposes to advocate for a Uganda medical authority if elected to the 9th Parliament. He says this will ensure delivery of curative services and leave the Ministry of Health with only an oversight role.
So that the medical care is transferred from the mainstream Ministry of Health and is taken to that independent body, which will be managed along the lines of a parastatal.
I'll make sure that I put watchdogs so that the medicine is not stolen. The medicine goes to all the health centers.
While UPE reduced illiteracy levels, performance is still poor at all levels of education, especially in primary schools. Some local people attribute the problem to poor school infrastructure. Poor performance of universal primary schools in this constituency is also attributed to the high ratio of pupils to teachers, and in most cases, it is 70 pupils to 1 teacher.
Begin from here and stop here. You go.
Itejero Primary School has over 430 pupils, but it only managed 2 first grades in the recently released primary leaving exams.
So we need the government through our MPs to help us and tell those people in the upper offices so that they can build schools for us. At the same time, they pay teachers.
This is how the candidates think the problem could be solved.
In our manifesto, we said that we shall improve the standards by giving pupils lunch, by increasing teachers' salaries, and by building classrooms and accommodation for teachers.
Like having study tours, to have our teachers go to areas where teaching is done very well. I think when we combine strategies, I think we can improve our educational standards.
With about 8 days to the polls next week, it is now up to the electorate to decide which of the 3 will represent their aspirations in the 9th Parliament. Sudil Biaruhanga, NTV.